between 8:15 in the morning and 10:15 when the students were, according to them, given the papers, it's very unlikely that in 2 hours the questions were solved and then given
Everything, and they were made to memorize. This is
So
impossible.
the alternate hypothesis appears to be more logical, according to you.
That's
That the leak occurred even before the question papers were lodged with the
That's right.
Thanks.
Correct. That is my respectful submission.
the State Bank of India and Canara Bank.
Unless it is their case that
And
the
in
leak
which
happened
case,
when it
the
was in
leak
the
has happened between sometime before the third
before the third.
or on or before the third. Then between the third and fifth, there's a fairly long period of time.
That's right. During the period, my lord, it was in the custody of a private courier company where they were taking it into rickshaws and here and there for days together. For days together in private hands.
So what is, since when was NTA established?
2017.
It was 17, but the first NEET exam they conducted in 2019.
But 2019 onwards, the questions have always been handled by private companies or private couriers?
But in the route, en route, there are checks. And if any courier company or any employee of a courier company tampers with the vehicle in which he is transporting the trunks, it would be registered on a real-time basis with digital footprints. I'll be able to show.
But how is the digital footprint not available here then?
It's not the CBI has investigated that there is no tampering en route.
Why don't?
Anyway,
There is no tampering.
en route.
Then where does the tampering take place?
There is no the tampering. has taken-
Hey, don't laugh. I mean, we are asking a serious question. This is not, we are not trying to poke fun at the argument or anything. We are trying to understand it.
No, I understand, my lord. Anyway, my lord, let us. Lord,
According to you, where does the leak take place?
so there is no leak which has taken place.
No, okay, where does the breach take place?
There is a breach which has taken place where we have the timings, we have the CCTV footage of someone going inside the particular center. That's what I wanted to show to your lordship.
So, what time does that take place?
Yes, my lord, it is 9. Give me the first report. Lord, it's a part of my. Which time? Between 8 to 8 between in the morning 8 to 9:23. The person goes in, photographs the paper and comes out, and thereafter, my lord, your lordship will find, my lord, the investigation.
But 1 second. Assuming that happens between 8 and 9:20, we have to test this hypothesis in the ordinary course of things.
Yes, sir.
According to you, the students got the question paper at about 10 o'clock, 10:15.
After 10, after it was solved.
Is it likely this questions, there are 180 questions,
Yes, sir.
right? Is it possible that in 45 minutes between 9:30 and 10:15, they would have problem solvers preparing the answers to 180 questions and then putting it together for the students in 45 minutes?
Lord, they got 1 hour and there were 7 solvers. I can't, my lord, divulge all this information. It's a part of my report. There were 7 solvers. They demarcated 25 questions each. And I can tell you, lordship, my lord, why they were required to memorize. Lord, if we are, all of us are sitting in one classroom, the 180 plus 20 questions would be same. But the number of the question would be
That's how it's jumbled up.
shuffled.
That's right.
My question number 1 would be his question number 8. So nobody can give a answer sheet ready that A answer is B answer is C. They will have to memorize. And so far the investigation has been able to identify 18 students, and because of this lack of time from 10 to 12, because they were asked to go back to the centers, they have to report to the
But
center.
Mr. Solicitor, the whole hypothesis that within 45 minutes to an hour, not only was there a breach, but the entire question paper was solved in a space of 45 minutes
No,
and
within
then given
1
to
hour.
the students.
Within 1 hour.
Seems to be very far-fetched. In 1
But-
hour, all that happened.
Lord, within 1 hour, and there were 7 solvers. and 7 solvers bifurcated questions.
So according to you, the leak, the breach occurd when the
8:02 a.m. in the morning to 9:23 in the morning.
It was taken out.
So the papers left the vault at 8 o'clock, 8 to.
9:23. They didn't have much time, therefore,
But what time did the papers leave the vault of the State Bank of India or Canara Bank, whichever bank?
7:30, which is under the videography, under the CCTV, we have recovered the footage, and there is no.
So 7:30 they leave the bank.
Yes,
After that, the paper
they
is.
bring it to the center.
What time does it reach the center?
5 minutes.
From Hazaribagh.
7:45. And since the
No, Patna में भी तो होगा ना कोई.
So still, but assuming that it was 8:02 to
we have
9:30.
evidence to show, but I'll be able to show it to your lordship. And that is why, that is the reason why, because the students got only 2 hours to memorize the questions. I'll be able to show that. Out of 18 students who are identified, who are brought at a particular place, only 1 student is getting possible admission. Of course, now he would be facing the debarment, etc. Only 1.
But there are about 225 students totally involved. 225.
No, but I cannot give the figure, but it would not cross 150. That's our estimate. And I will be able to substantiate these facts, my lord, by the very meticulous investigation conducted. My lord, the person who went inside for the purpose of breaking is arrested. The
CBI second report.
my lord, I would request your lordship, my lord, to closely scrutinize the CBI status report. My lord, if your lordships can, my lord, may I request? May I request in report number 1, kindly read from para 27 onwards.
Now see report number 2.
Yes,
Report number 2.
yesterday, my lord, it was filed yesterday. Would your lordships consider?
Para 113.8 at page 13.
Your lordships are on para?
Page 13, para 113.8.
Yes. The total number of candidates so and so from the are around so and so. Therefore, my lord, I said that it would not cross roughly, my lord, 150. And at every stage of the travel route,
113.8,
8, my lord?
113.8. Just read it in your mind.
Yes, the
That's
total
all.
number
That's all.
around 150.
This is your figure.
Yes, sir. Therefore, I said my total would not cross 150. Check.
Between Patna and Hazaribagh?
What is the distance between
Lord, it is at a distance. Lord, the one gang member who was also at Hazaribagh, Lord, sent it by WhatsApp.
How much? 240.
It is my 240 around. And their model is, my lord. Lord, their model is not to allow students also to take photographs because if it leaks, Lord, they have been given, Lord, kindly, Lord, this is crucial. The parents have given post-dated checks. Lord, para 50 of first report, my lord, if your lordships can see on this in this context, my lord. Page 19.
Hazaribagh से गए.
Even 15 questions.
Let's say request to once again go through, my lord, these 2 reports. My lord, their modus operandi or business model, my lord, whichever way we put it, is they ensure that the paper is not leaked and given to students whose parents have given post-dated checks over and above the advance money. So that if it leaks and spread into thousands of people, then the examination is cancelled and they will not get anything. So students were called for the purpose of memorization, were asked to keep their mobiles out. They also purchased, I don't wish to divulge much, it's mentioned there, my lord. Accused are in custody.
10 lakh.
Lord, we are not adverse to the petitioners, my lord.
The problem solvers been arrested by the CBI?
3 of them yesterday. Today also something has happened.
Doctors at AIIMS, Patna.
Sorry?
Not doctors, I think. Don't, now you say medical students. Earlier you said doctors. Why are you doing this?
Doctors or medical students at Patna. That is very safe. Yesterday, I don't know what has happened today. It's an evolving situation.
Because their investigation will show us when they got the question papers. Because, you know,
Where-
I'll tell you
in
one
which
thing.
hotel they were-
Tell you what is worrying us is how much was the period between the time when the breach occurred and the time of the exam.
Not
The
more than
shorter it
two-
is, the less the likelihood of a widespread dissemination.
2 to
If
2.5
period, if that time period is say 3 days, then obviously that there's a greater danger
Obviously.
of. If that time period is say about 4 hours, then the
No,
only
let
question
me
is.
assure the petitioners, I am not adversarial to them.
Second,
My concern is
second,
genuine.
I mean, we have to
But-
also look at it this way. Does somebody pay, say, 75 lakhs of rupees for a 45-minute depo into
It's
an exam?
Not that much also.
They will not.
It's not, my lord, the figure is also not there.
The question is, would they then seek to recover the
Para 105 of the first report.
105.